What's going on, people, man? You're tuning into the second episode of the It's Not Easy podcast, man. I got the humble fellas with me today, man. How you man doing, man?
Good, very good, man.
Oh, good, man. Good to be here.
Everyone's sweet, everyone blessed, yeah?
Always.
What's your man's week's been saying in that?
Tough as always, but made it through the other end.
All about recovery this week, man.
yeah.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah, not easy. So let's jump straight in, man, because obviously there's been, over the past few weeks, in the UK scene right now, there's been a few projects dropped, a few people that have come through dropped and announced that they're here for the summer and that. But I wanted to start with, obviously, Dave and Sench's project. What was our initial thoughts? Because it's been a bit over a week now, maybe 2 weeks now, so there's a bit of time for it to live with it, a bit of time for the man to enjoy it. What have you thoughts on it?
I'll let you go first.
It's alright, man. I ain't gonna lie. It's alright, man. I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10. I ain't gonna lie. Nah, just because, Sench and Dave, man, they've got high standards, man. That's not the greatest piece of work I've seen from them, and I know they can produce better. But, yeah.
I'm a bit. I like it. I give it I give it a 7.5 out of 10. It's 3 out of 4 for me. Trojan, Sprinter.
Yeah.
UK rap, sorry. They're my ones. Our 25th birthday, I'm not really through with it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Doesn't really hit as much, but yeah. I'll mess with the other three. They're cold.
Yeah, to be honest, there aren't that many tunes on there that I'll take into my own personal listening.
Yeah.
I enjoy the sort of element that they've got into on our 25th birthday.
Yeah.
In his, obviously the Sench's bit, obviously you could tell that it was a beat and a tempo that Sench isn't used to.
Yeah.
You can tell that he's not used to it. Yeah. But on Dave's track, he cooked on that. Yeah, he cooked on that thing. Yeah, he did it. I feel like that sort of beat and that sort of tempo is his element. Yeah. That's where he just cooked.
But that's where Dave's cold as well. Probably UK rap's probably more Sench's element.
Yeah.
Dave comes with levels.
Yeah.
And I think they work well together. To be honest. Yeah. But I also see it as it's an EP, it's an introduction to more work in the future.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't grade it as a body of work. It's just we work together. Here you go. Enjoy it. It's what we can do, and they'll probably come back with more tunes together in the future. Yeah, I rated it. I liked it, man.
Yeah,
I liked it.
But I think it does definitely show his ability to obviously he's had so many years in the game, so it's a bit unfair to compare how they are on different wavelengths. But you can just tell Dave's pen is so purified right now. It's so purified that whatever tempo, whatever thing that he's cooking.
Anything you want.
Did you man watch the what's the thing called the thing that it did with Clinton?
I watched a little bit of that.
Yeah.
What was it?
Was that Sench?
It was Sench. The underground rappers.
Yeah.
The radio rappers I watched on YouTube. I think they did a clip and it just showed all of Dave's and Sench's verses, and even that, you can tell that Dave, when it comes to this grime thing,
he do
anything, any tempo, any. Whereas Sench, you can tell he was doing a lot of the verses that he's written before in the past. You can tell, you can see, but Sench still coming up
yeah. How long has he been out for?
Not even you know what I mean.
2-3 years.
So 2-3 years.
Yeah, and he's done things in the game already though. Levels, isn't it?
Yeah.
Compared to what everyone else has done.
Yeah.
He's done major things in the game.
Yeah.
But one thing I saw as a reaction to it was people saying they want more collaborations. It's at that level. Sench is at that level. Dave's been at that level for a while now. For them to come together at the peaks of their times.
That's a shame.
It's sick that it's sick to come together, don't we?
It's a shame though. The UK scene, everyone's just competing. It's always let me be number one.
Yeah.
Let me be number one. This wasn't all that. This wasn't all that. It's a shame though. But
yeah.
I think it's changing, though.
Yeah, it's changing. That's
a start.
You are seeing more collaborations, and onto the broader conversation of dual projects, or collaboration projects. What have been you man's favorite collabs in the past? Where two people just looking for one project.
I'm talking UK or worldwide.
Both.
Worldwide, it's got to definitely be What a Time to Be Alive.
Yeah, What a Time to Be Alive.
That's crazy.
That hit the streets like crazy when it drops. That hit the streets like crazy when it drops.
Start to finish, crazy.
Yeah.
There's classics on there, isn't it?
Yeah.
I feel that was the start of collaborations in the US, really.
Yeah.
In terms of, obviously we've seen it before with Jay-Z, Kanye.
Yeah.
But What's my favourite? That's tough, man.
One that stood out for me, yeah, and it's actually a UK one. It's one that like me and my brothers banged up all the time. Was when Wretch and Avino dropped their project, Young Foul Flame.
Yeah.
That project was like just clean cut bangers on bangers. And obviously that was around the time I did the Fire in the Booth as well. Just like in that little period of time, they were just like all over the scene and it was crazy. But yeah, like it's not often you get two high quality artists come together for projects.
Especially when they're at the peak.
Yeah. And I've been seeing like a lot of people say like it's good seeing it because like, you know, usually when artists get that big, like their egos don't allow them to do like a joint project with people because a lot of other like hidden agendas and now like I'm the best one, I'm joining other people. Yeah. So it's good seeing them come together and so. Yeah.
Back to your original question, mine's a bit more recent, you know. You know, 21 and Drake. I can't lie.
Yeah.
When that first dropped,
I
was running that for a minute. And I still do it to
There's bangers on there, man.
Yeah,
there's bangers on there. But ironically, I think my favourite tune on there is the one where it's just Drake.
Oh, wow.
What's that tune?
Is it the Queen one?
I think it's 5 AM and something.
Yeah.
The timestamp tune. Yeah. You know that one? Like, he just goes in on that one. And I think 21 has got a tune on there where he just by himself as well, right?
Yeah.
And that was sick as well.
It's more like a Drake sort of tune.
Yeah. But it's true to be fair, like, that was a world-class collaboration project. Two people who are huge as well.
I can't think of any more, you know? Obviously, you had Baby and Dirk. I don't know if you lot took that in.
I didn't look in stuff.
That wasn't really that was in my opinion.
Yeah, I didn't look into that stuff.
Gunner and Young Thug.
Yeah, Gunner and Young Thug.
The one with lost my mind.
Yeah.
Trip Too Hard.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
That was hard.
It's been some good. There's been some good ones. Like it doesn't happen often, but like you know when it's a good one, it's sick, man. It's sick seeing two people come in and like how they both translate on different beats, different sounds, different BPMs. Like, do you know what I mean? Yeah, you got to respect the store. Yeah. Obviously, also like those past few weeks, Hustler started his rollout for his album.
Come on.
Hustler started his rollout for his album. Obviously, when Homie dropped that tune on the first one, I couldn't look in the store. I couldn't look in the store because obviously Homie chatting about demons and that, and like I can't look into that store. But it's been interesting seeing like his rollout. Obviously, he's preparing for summer. What did you man think of his first single and the one in Drake?
First one, when I first heard it, obviously there's an element of he's been out the game, not out of the game, but he hasn't really dropped anything for a minute. So it's like the first tune back, it's gonna hit, as in like everyone's just like waiting for it. Everyone's like, whoa, he's dropped, blah blah blah. That sort of is the reason why I listened to it. I took it in after 2-3 listens. After I haven't listened to it since. Yeah. So it didn't really hit, but the Drake tune, when I heard that, it's bang.
Yeah.
That's a summer hit.
Yeah, you can't deny that hook.
That's a summer hit. That hook is addictive.
You can't deny
it. You hear
it
and it stays in your head for like 2-3
You knew what he was doing with that hook still. You can't deny that hook.
Bro,
you can't
serious. But the Drake verse...
Yeah, we got to talk about that.
Every time I listen to it, I'm like...
I saw a TikTok here with the touch my foot. I was like... When I saw someone do that, I was like, okay, that one's cold.
Yeah.
He's doing the
dance.
He's doing that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I ain't really listened to the songs.
Yeah.
I ain't listened to them.
Yeah. Have you man got high expectations for the album?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Jay Hustle got his own sound. When he hasn't been dropping, we haven't heard anything close to his sound since. So it's like, no matter what he drops, it's going to be different. It's going to hit. And with this tune that he dropped with Drake, it just makes you think what else is on the album. Like, you never know what he's going to drop. What else is going to come with it. Because he's so versatile. He has his own lane, his own style.
Yeah.
He could go anywhere with it. So I'm excited for it. It's going to be a banger, man.
Yeah.
Jay Hustle, man. There's
probably going to be some big features on there as well.
Do you reckon?
If Drake's... Oh, you don't think he's looking at that?
He's not really a featuring man. He usually goes with like people you don't really know.
Yeah, he doesn't usually.
He doesn't really get big names.
To be fair, his last project had Burn on there, and that was the biggest single.
They have a few songs.
They play,
But yeah, he got Burn on this one as well.
Those two looking well, to be fair.
Yeah.
They got a nice vibe together. Like when they are hitting the studio, like you can tell there's like it's fluid.
Their styles just click, man.
Yeah, you
The styles just click.
You can tell it's fluid. Obviously, speaking of those two, what was Burna Boy like live?
I'll let you go first again, bro.
That was the best concert I've been to, you know.
Mm.
It's crazy, man.
Co-sign.
That guy, like, it's just silly, man. Like, just how he gets the band together. Like,
Yeah.
one thing as well, when I see the behind the scenes, he lets the band do a lot of the things by themselves. Obviously, growing up in Nigerian culture, like, you know, a couple of like what they're doing, like a couple of the beats they're doing, and like, the talking drum, how they're using that and stuff. Like, just seeing it coming to fruition, and then we're in a place where Burna Boy is bringing different cultures into one place. It's crazy.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Like his songs live hit differently.
I've seen him live, but he's sick live.
Man.
That was at the London Stadium, right?
Yeah.
What was it like in like a huge arena like that though? Was it like
Packed,
The vibes were high. The
Yeah.
vibes were high. Because you like with Burna Boy, like when you listen to Burna Boy, it's just so vibey. Like it just gets you up. No matter who you are, what you're like, you're gonna move in one way. It's gonna get you moving. And everyone there was just ready to like party, man. He come with it as well, man. To be fair to him. I don't think he's done has he done a stadium like that before on his own?
I don't
probably
think so.
other countries, but like,
In the UK,
if you deep it, what the London Stadium is what 50,000-60,000?
Yeah,
it
60,000.
was more than that, wasn't it?
Yeah, about that. 60,000 seats.
Okay.
60,000. Oh yeah,
Standing
true.
as well,
A standing era like will probably add what like 500k onto that. It's like
Easy.
3-5k. So it's like that's huge numbers, man.
Bro.
It's huge numbers. And
You
obviously,
don't take it in when you're in there.
like
When I've seen videos of the concert after, I'm like flipping out.
it's huge, isn't it?
Bro,
Yeah, it's
people
huge.
just
People in the
surfing
sky.
around.
Yeah,
Just
Like-
seeing bare,
It's crazy.
it's huge, man. You got to rate. Obviously, like we kind of take it for granted now because Afrobeats has been so big for so long now.
Yeah.
But it's like that's huge stuff, man.
Bro, obviously,
That's huge stuff.
I know he's been listening to Burna Boy for years, isn't it? So to see his journey to where he is now, that must be something like quite
crazy, man.
special.
Yeah.
Because when Outside dropped,
Yeah.
not a lot of people on that. What's it called? How do I say this without swearing? Not a lot of people
Messing
like,
with
vibing with Burna Boy like that. Like,
Yeah.
obviously they've heard that a couple like Light to Party,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
bangers and that. No one was really taking it in properly like as a proper artist.
Yeah.
I think obviously ever since then, people have been rocking with him and like it's good to see, man.
He's
Like,
hit a new level,
and,
man.
like,
Yeah.
like obviously, like it's just crazy, man. Like when obviously you get that recognition, you just keep on getting better and better.
Building.
We're
More
getting
bangers.
Latinos,
More
Yeah, you're getting
bangers.
Latino artists.
Yeah.
Vibe
Hitting
from
a
them,
new
Ed
different
Sheeran.
audience.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's good. That's a good thing you said that, to be fair. Because when you look at the people at the concert, it's just a whole different vast amount of people.
Yeah.
Like, people from all different cultures, all
Around
walks
the
of
world, yeah,
life.
everything, yeah.
It's in one place, vibing to one artist.
Yeah.
It's sick to see, man. Sick to see,
I
especially
agree.
being Nigerian as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sick to see someone doing so well.
It's crazy because
Fine.
in our lifetime, Afrobeats has almost gone from like
A job.
Underground.
like an underground thing in Nigeria only
Yeah.
to like a worldwide. Like, if you deeper, like in our lifetimes, we've seen that whole trajectory.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one took it seriously either. Like, everyone used to see Afrobeats as like a
Balance.
band.
Yeah.
One thing I gotta say though, we got the white garment community.
Oh, of course. To be fair, you know.
When I see a lot of people in Burna Boy's band, I'm like, I see a lot of people in the white garment
Yeah.
community. And
Yeah.
it's good to
These are
see.
people who like played in church as well, like
Yeah.
doing like drums, keys, like
That's sick.
Everything, man.
the bass guitar and everything. Yeah, it's sick still. And even obviously, Wizkid is going to perform at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Tottenham Hotspur. Hey, he's going to perform at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in July.
Yeah.
So yeah, like fam, it's big numbers, man.
Seriously.
The scene is big now, man.
You mind
But
going?
nah, man, it's not really. I'm quite, you know, it's like I've seen these guys. To be fair, I saw him live. What 2021?
2020.
20, no, I think it was 22.
21, yeah.
Yeah, he's 21 when he came 02 in it. It was sick. Like sick performance. He brought out like a few people. He brought out he obviously brought out Skepta. Who else he bring out? A few people.
Thames.
Damian Marley on the. So like he's, I mean, it's like with these guys because I've really seen them a few times. Like I'm not really like inspired to go again, but I know he's sick.
Yeah.
But I'm not really inspired to go again because like I've seen you before. But yeah.
Did you take in his last album?
There's a few There's a tune on there.
Bad to me.
Yeah. How's it go again?
That's you.
Yeah. I love that tune.
Yeah.
And I played it a few times. Like in terms of the whole album. And I think there's only like one or two tunes that I took into my like personal listening.
Yeah.
And with me, like how have your albums like I'll play like the whole album a few times, and then like the songs that I like, I'll like it.
Yeah.
And it's into my like list now.
Yeah.
So like it kind of stays there. So yeah, I think it was that one. I made just one more that I took in. I didn't really, if I'm honest, it wasn't that good of an album in my opinion in terms of. But the thing is, I don't think he wanted it to be.
Yeah,
like it almost didn't feel like he wanted it to be a big deal. Like he just almost wanted to put out some good music.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I saw it anyway. What do you man?
I feel like with him, I don't know if he's like right now he's the voice and the sound. So I see my piano's coming like.
Yeah, that's coming up, man.
And like,
On TikTok, it's going crazy on TikTok, bro.
and like the fast-paced music, the proper hearing, the production of music as well. So I think now's not his time. I think, I feel like he's got to be more like versatile a bit. You know, I know he's trying to do that on my piano thing now.
Yeah, I feel you.
I think he's a bit too late.
Yeah. Yeah, like it's interesting. So, do you man think that obviously, I was chatting about Burna was good. Do you feel like Burna Boy will ever top African Giant as a project, as a full project?
I think he has already.
How?
Love Damini.
So you think Love Damini is better than African Giant?
Yeah.
Could you explain yourself, please?
Top to bottom. Joke. No skips. Versatile. Probably a few more. Probably I don't know. I can't remember what the features are like on African Giant. Is there a few? Is there a lot of features?
There's a few features.
Or just Smith.
As many as Love Damini.
Future. Yeah, those probably
The same amount. I feel like he's, as you said earlier, with what's the guy's name? The Latino artist on J Balvin, Ed Sheeran. He's touching a lot more different audiences, and it's worked as well. Like the Ed Sheeran tune, it's probably the most popular tune on that album. It's not my favourite, but it's probably the most popular tune on that album.
After
what album? Sorry.
Love Damini.
Yeah.
After what?
After like It's Plenty, Last.
I think it's more popular than It's Plenty.
You think more popular than Last?
In terms of commercially though, you got to think about it.
Bro.
I think it is.
No.
I think it is.
No.
If you look at the numbers as well, it's got more numbers than Last.
When you say numbers, what you mean just like streams?
Streams.
Well, that's two artists, fan bases come
together. Yeah, come on, bro.
That's part of it though, isn't it? That's part of it. But anyways, back to my original point. I think it's topped it because it's made him reach a further audience, and
I wouldn't even say that. I wouldn't even say that.
What's the biggest tune on African Giant?
Okay, you know, let's actually get up. The three of the bangers on African Giant, yeah. You've got African Giant. You've got Dangote. You've got Pull Up. You've got Destiny. You've got Underlow.
Yeah.
You've got damn. To be fair,
Anybody.
Wow.
Big tunes, 100% big tunes. But then you got to think about it. We're looking at it from our perspective.
Yeah.
As being African, Nigerian.
Yeah.
We hear these tunes in weddings, parties, all this stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about commercially on the radio. Last I don't hear much on the radio. The Ed Sheeran tune I hear a lot.
I think last like when it was popping, you heard it on the radio.
Bro, yeah.
But yeah, like I know what you mean.
Like today, I still hear. What's it called again? The Ed Sheeran tune, "For My Hand" or.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
I still hear that in shops and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay, so a few of the features, yeah. So on African Giant, the features were Georgia Smith, Zlatan, Jeremy, Manifest, Damian Marley, and Future, and YG. Okay. Cool. On Love Damini, of course, you got J Hus, you got Victoni, you got Popcorn, you got Kalani, Blast, Ed Sheeran, Khalid. To be fair, yeah, he went further on this one.
Big names.
Yeah, he went further on this one. Right, to be fair, now I'm looking at it, yeah.
And look at go to his page.
Yeah. And
what's the number on somebody's page?
Last.
Second.
For my hand.
What?
Sorry, stream.
How many streams was For My Hand got?
173 million.
What's last got?
274 million.
Okay, last blew out the water. Yeah. But still. But maybe that's because it's more recent.
Yeah. Oh, well, you know what it is, yeah? But you know it's so interesting though, because I think like African Giant was such a sick project, but it maybe didn't have one outstanding tune that last.
Yeah.
Whereas Love Damini kind of had last that took over that whole summer, like that whole year probably. Last was like it just took it over.
That was different.
Do you know what I mean?
That was different.
But you know, is personally, I think it's like African Giant kind of has a special place in my heart, man. There's something about it, like 019, or there's something in that year, like the 019. There was not much good. Like, it was beautiful when it came out. Yeah. Personally, like even for that project, even when I first played it, the first tune that. Yeah, like, how can you start an album that? Do you know what I mean? The soul. I mean, so.
His intro's always called that.
Yeah. Even on this one, isn't it? No, yeah. That's interesting. So what? You bet. So basically, you think that Love Damini is a better album?
Yeah, I just think it's just taken to another level.
Damn.
And it's
I've never looked at it like that.
He's put a lot more work into it probably as well. Obviously the features.
Yeah.
They're big features, man.
He's gone wider with features for sure. Yeah, he's gone wider with features. Fair play. To be fair, I'll take that on board still. So obviously with Wizkid, do we feel like he will ever top Made in Lagos? Because Made in Lagos is quite a special album, man.
Yeah, once again, it's similar to Burna Boy. It's got that one massive tune.
Yeah.
That was.
And that took over the whole world.
That was during COVID as well.
Yeah, to be fair. Oh wow! It came out in 2020.
Yeah, during COVID. That tune went crazy during COVID, which is insane. Imagine what it's like out of COVID.
Yeah, October 2020, so right back end of the year.
Yeah.
So a few of the features on Made in Lagos, you got Burna Boy, you got Skepta, you got Damon Marley, you got H.E.R., her, you got LMA, Thames, Terry. Like, yeah, he went crazy with it. I'm not sure if we'll top it. Yeah, like in terms of a project like that, what it did for him, mostly. The tune, even that tune did for Thames as well. Like it took her to another stratosphere. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, man. Yeah, I don't think he'll probably ever top that, but I don't think he needs to.
Yeah.
You can just keep doing.
I think he's reached legendary status. Anything he does now is just like cherry on top.
Adding on, yeah.
He hasn't really got to do anything else in the game. He's a legend, man.
Yeah, he's letting this thing still. But yeah, man. Yeah, through like a little overview of the like music scene as it pertains to Afrobeats and UK rap anyway. But I want to head into some football, man, because obviously the season's finished now, innit? The season's finished. Obviously, City won Champions League last week. They completed their treble in fantastic fashion, beating Inter Milan 1-0 in the final. Rodri getting the only goal. What were you man's reflections of the final that weekend, of their achievement as a whole as well?
I think, with City, the difference between them and different teams is the fact that they can win ugly when they need to. Like, they didn't play well.
They didn't.
Grealish didn't play well. He even came out and said he didn't play well.
Yeah.
Haaland did not play well.
Haaland didn't play well.
That's Inter's tactics, I'd say. Like,
You said
isolating him out the game.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't even defend well either. Like, it was very sloppy from the start to end. But unfortunate. You know what I mean? Like, that one chance, when they took it, won the game.
Yeah. I think you're right. Like, I feel like that has been the difference between the City team and other City teams in previous years. They can win in different ways now. They can get one goal, sit on it, and you ain't breaking down that defence because of the new system that he's put in play. Exactly, like it's just too solid. Honestly, like I feel like it might not be the most entertaining City, but it's the most balanced, I'd say. Like you can't break it down. Even he said, I remember I was watching his post-match interview after the final, and I think the reporter asked him, do you feel like this is your best City side? And he said, well, we'll see. I'm not sure he's better than the Centurions, but he said maybe we're more solid, like we're more defensively sound, and I probably agree with him. Like it's just that team now, you just can't break it down. Like in this new setup of system, it's almost like you can't break it down. So fair play, man. How do you man feel about the treble of like? Do you man feel like this is literally the best English team to ever exist?
No.
Okay.
I don't think you compare. It's hard to compare. Just other teams in different generations.
Why is it harder?
Because they face different adversities. And like, you can always question the runs of the teams. You can question City's run. You question the FA Cup run.
But can you question the Champions League run? Did they play Bayern Munich? Did they play Real Madrid?
Yeah.
They played a great Inter side. Like, can you
Was
question
it
it?
a great Bayern Munich side? What they went through?
It's still Bayern Munich, though. But it's Bayern Munich. Like, you can't choose sort of Bayern Munich. You get on the day.
100%, that's what I'm saying, though. That's what I'm saying. It's hard to compare.
Look at Real Madrid. They won Champions League last year. Won the league last year.
That's not a great Real Madrid side. They've had a poor season in terms of what they're used to.
Yeah, it wasn't the best. But like, you can't. It's always going to be.
There's always going to be something, no matter what.
Yeah, exactly. There's always going to be someone who's not like quite to their best. So, like,
yeah, they're definitely the argument. I'll give you that. Definitely the argument. But I won't ever say I can't ever say there's one clear team at the top.
Wait, who's your top three? Just ask.
Top three?
Yeah.
What, all time?
Yeah. Let's stick to English.
English?
Yeah.
I just want to hear something.
This City team?
Okay.
Are you going in order, by the way?
No.
Okay.
The 99 United team?
Okay. Well, 99, right?
There we go.
Okay.
What did you say, sorry? I was born 99.
No, I was asking if
Oh,
99.
sorry, 99 team. And the 08 United team.
08 United team. So you think the 08 United team is better than...
I think they can compete.
Okay, but do you think it's better than City's 17-18 team?
Centurions?
Yeah.
Personally, yeah.
Okay.
I'll take if I had to pick a team in 90 minutes, I'll take 08, 9.
Yeah, probably to be fair.
Maybe a bit biased. I'm a United fan.
Yeah.
But
what about the Invincibles? What about Chelsea?
04, 05.
Yeah, I'll give you that. But I just feel like that United team in 08 was just stacked.
Yeah.
Stacked.
You won the double, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they come off. I think they won 2 titles at that point and went on to win the third.
Yeah. We have to chat about. Unfortunately, we have to talk about Lukaku's cameo off the bench. We have to talk about Lukaku, and let's start off like this. When Lukaku came on, Inter looked a lot more threatening. Yeah. We have to give him his plaudits there. He came on and all of a sudden chances were coming, openings were being created. Absolutely. It was looking positive. Yeah. But Danny, I'd love you to give us an overview on a few of his chances that he squandered and just where you feel like his head was at going into that game.
As a striker myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
I see clumsiness in him, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. And I think the mentality side of it, it took over him. I think sometimes you can say with Lukaku's ball watching. That's my uncle, by the way. I just have to put it out there. Yeah. that's my role model. Yeah. But at times, like the shot that you blocked, even though I don't think it's going in, it's still a bit clumsy. Like,
know where you are.
You need to be reactive, and the chance he missed, I feel like that. I think that's where it is. Like, as a striker, sometimes in your head you're thinking, I've scored it before you've even scored. And, you don't score. And, I think that's what he's done. Yeah. And I feel like off the pitch as well, certain things as well, like you don't come out with talking about Gal, Megan Thee Stallion just before a Champions League final. That's the stuff, you know what I'm saying, you avoid that. But I guess it's hard to avoid it because obviously. Yeah. But I don't know, man, I think it's just a big howler.
Yeah. I've got a bit of sympathy for Lukaku because obviously with his performance against Croatia at the World Cup as well, like it seems like he's got a knack of just like howlers in the biggest moments. like I'm not sure why, because he's a good player, but like in the back end of the season he was doing very well as well, like in the league, like banging goals, playing well, like he was in a good space, but then it's just like in those biggest moments he seems to just always like have a weird moment.
Do you know what it is with him? When it's going well, he looks like one of the best strikers in the world. Yeah. When it's going bad.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing.
Looks
that's
awful.
And I listened to someone say, like, Lukaku, he's sort of player that, like, as you're right, like, when it's going bad, it's bad. And then you got players like Lautaro Martinez, where he can play poor, but no one really deeps it because he's just not like he's not playing well, but he hasn't done a howler, so it's just like he's not really.
It's not going well for him.
It's not going well for him. Whereas like with Lukaku, when it's not going well for him, like it'll cost you the game.
Yeah. Ball bats off his shins. Yeah. Hitting his head.
I love Lukaku, man. Like I've always rated him, but like just those biggest moments, like, because if deep it, the game against Croatia, if you score those chances, they go into the knockout stages, and then obviously the chances against City, if you score those chances, you got extra time. Maybe who knows what happens in maybe even penalties. So it's just like these are key moments that it's a bit worrying.
That's the thing that hurt me. I've been renowned as a Lukaku hater, and I was optimistic this game. I was hoping he would change the whole narrative and make history. I was hoping he'd come on, because we all knew he wasn't starting. He'd come on, make a difference, win the game for him. Perfect. And I saw this guy on the sideline with his vest, with his vest hanging off his shirt. I don't care. It was hot. Where was the final again? Istanbul. It was hot.
I don't get.
I was there.
I don't get the vest.
It was hot.
I don't get the vest.
I went there. He was hot.
I don't get the vest.
I was in Turkey the day before. It wasn't that hot.
Bro, it's June in Turkey.
Hot, bro.
I don't get.
It wasn't that hot. I promise. It wasn't that hot.
I didn't get the vest.
So would you wear a vest?
Yeah, I wore a vest when I was in Turkey.
Oh my god.
No. To be fair,
your uncle.
it was Turkey the other day. To be fair,
It wasn't that hot.
it wasn't that.
Anyway, it was hot.
Freezing. It was freezing.
He's got his vest hanging off his shirt.
Bro.
He looked like a mess.
Bro.
Didn't look right. Like,
Yeah.
For me, I feel like you got to look good to play good, to
No, you
feel
don't.
good.
What about Carlos Tevez?
He looked cold. He had the
Snoodle.
snood. He looked cold. Like, he looked cold. Like, he looked like he was ready to do
Let
something.
me give you another example. What about
No, no. He looked cold as
Alex
well.
Son
He was cold. He was cold. He
His hair
looked
was
clean.
looking- His hair was looking like...
Yeah, but everything else
3-1.
looked clean. Everything else looked clean. But this guy looked like a mess. And he came onto the pitch and he looked like a mess. He played like a mess.
He's American.
It was just so hard, bro.
Yeah.
He's American.
But I'm gonna call you up because you said that chance he was under pressure.
Okay, cool. With that
You
chance,
go back to watch it. You still have the same opinions.
okay, cool. After I said that, I did go back to watch it, and yes, my view has changed. He should do that because you know, like I first saw it live, I just had the like impression that Diaz was like really on him, so he almost didn't have the view to strike it to the other side of the goal.
Yeah.
Whereas I watched it back, he had space. He just kind of he just went straight down. And to be fair, and I remember I said this the other day, and you man didn't agree, but you do often hear commentators or pundits say you know, when you're going for a header, get it down hard and low, and you hope for the best. But obviously, it's all it's situational. Certain moments that works. Certain times, having a bit of height on your contact helps.
Right,
so do you know what I mean? So it all depends on the situation. But yeah, it's a shame that ended like that though.
It's horrible, man.
It was good to see Onana play very well though.
Yeah.
I feel like he was the real bright
I
spark.
don't really watch Inter much, but I didn't realise how comfortable, and I feel like that was one of the key parts of the game where City couldn't really put pressure on him.
Yeah.
Because no matter how much pressure, he's fine.
He's getting over,
So you got to leave him, let him do his thing. But where he's so good on the ball, he can find passes and relieve the pressure off Inter, and they can go forward from there. So I feel like he's so key to their build-up and the way they play. He's actually quality on the ball. Obviously, as a goalkeeper as well, he's good as well. He made good saves.
Yeah,
played really well. But on the ball, that shocked me. I've never seen a goalkeeper that comfortable. Like Edison's comfortable and stuff. But
and let's be honest, if we're gonna be honest, for a black keeper as well,
man.
It was really good seeing that. No, because we don't often see great ball playing black goalkeepers.
Yeah, we don't really see great goalkeepers. Black
goalkeepers anyway. Do you know what I mean? It's been a while. Let's have the conversation. And obviously we've got some guys that we chat to about football, and they've always had an agenda against black keepers, and I haven't really had a leg to stand on. But in recent years, with how Mendy, Magnon, so it's great. As a black man, it's great seeing serious black goalkeepers trusted in the biggest European stages. I really love that.
They're initially they're different as well. It's not just the traditional style goalkeeper. Anana's he's the goalkeeper that everyone wants. Playing out the back, being the goalkeeper. He's that new crop of goalkeepers. He's at the top, man. Yeah. He's quality, man.
It's so weird though that at the World Cup when he had a bust up with the Cameroon because apparently they had a clash in almost how they went to play. I feel Anana he went to play at the back and help almost have the team progress up the pitch, and the coach he had an alternative way, and they got heads on that. So it's interesting that how that even happened, and obviously seeing what he's done in Champions League this season.
Do you have an opinion on that though? Is it do you feel African football should be going towards that way of being able to play at the back.
It's difficult.
The European style.
It's difficult because if the coach, because he could be sick at that, but are the defenders ready for that?
Yeah.
Because if you slang the ball to if you slang the ball to one of the fat blacks at the back, if you slang the ball to them,
they fall over.
And they lose it under pressure, all of a sudden, because the team are gone, now it's like, oh, why are you doing that?
Exactly.
You should pay it to, do you know what I mean? I'll bring up top.
And they're the worst team in their group, so they're doing that against Brazil. Who else? Croatia?
They did well.
No, Serbia.
Serbia.
They did well.
They're right.
But on paper, they're the worst team in the group.
So why are you trying that? Yeah, it's true. It's interesting, man. It's interesting. But like, yeah, man. Obviously, overall, congratulations to Man City, treble winners, how they did it, like, especially when, like, this wasn't an easy Premier League title to win as well. From, like, January onwards, they had to really come in clutch. And they did it, fair play to them. Like, you can't argue with it, like, obviously, I'm an Arsenal fan, I'm past this state of the disappointment, like, fair play to Man City, treble winners. Like, losing the league title to the treble winners in this fashion, it's just like fair play. Like you just woke up.
Easy though, man. It seems like you're trying to soften the wound.
I don't know.
It was in your hands, but
I don't know.
That's my opinion.
I have to look back at games.
Yeah,
it was in your hands.
I know.
If we're being real, it was in your hands.
I know, but if I think about that, I'll get upset about that. So they have to accept it.
That's what I'm saying. You're trying to soften the wound.
We need to be upset.
Yeah,
we have to be upset. I'm angry.
Because it comes down. If we're being truly honest, it comes down to about 3 games. Liverpool, West Ham, Southampton.
I don't think so.
I think it does, bro.
I think there's worse games than that.
But before them games or after?
Yeah, before. I think with VAR with Brentford.
See, now you're just trying to.
Yeah, I think Everton away.
No, but Everton away, they're better than us. Everton away,
talk about things you can control.
They're much better than us away. Everton.
Yeah, I know, but
that's about.
City went there, popped them. How much?
Because they're title winners.
Yeah, I know.
Because they are like. That's the gap between us and City. They can go away to Goodison Park, pressure on, and by the way, Everton side were fighting for survival in the league, and they went there and cooked them.
Yeah,
something like that. In between Real Madrid game, I think right after the Real Madrid game, something like that.
You know, like, so crazy. Everton started that game way better than City. I will never forget that game.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying about us.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It comes down to, let's talk about things you can control. 2-0 lead at Anfield, bottled there.
No, you can't control that, man.
You can.
No, you can.
There's things you can do better changes. I think changes were questionable.
Martinelli pass.
Oh, God. I am so crazy about the moment. At the time, we were saying, this might be it. But we didn't want to feel it. We didn't want to deep it.
That could be the title. If he makes that pass, that could have been the title.
3-2, you get out for 3 points.
Then we beat...
you go West Ham because we just battered you man at Anfield, so it was like cool.
Then we changed Southampton.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a Southampton game.
That's how football works, man. It's a domino effect, man.
Yeah.
One poor result leads to another, and before you know it, you're 10 points off City.
There's a young squad, they'll learn, they'll improve, like...
I don't think so.
You don't think we'll get back to it?
It'll be tough, it'll be harder. Because you got to think about this season, the amount of teams that struggled, they're not going to struggle.
Yeah, but everyone's saying that, but I don't agree with it. You know why? Because we had the youngest squad in the league, and we were the best team in the league for about
90%.
8 months of the season, of a 10-month season, like, and they're only going to get better, more experience, more players coming in. Like, I don't see how we can possibly...
That's questionable.
How?
Who's coming in?
You've got money, you know.
It's not bad though, who's coming in?
I'm hearing someone from West Ham's coming in, but...
We'll see, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the quality.
It's a valid point, and we'll see...
I heard Salcedo was coming in.
And we'll see the bit...
Who told you that?
I heard he was coming in January.
He's meaty.
And you got Jorginho instead, what I'm saying.
We'll see the business that we do, and obviously, it gets to be confirmed. And we'll see the business that we do. And to be fair, that's a nice way into it, because we were going to chat about the food of rumours that are currently circulating around Arsenal and United.
Yeah.
Let's start with United though.
Yeah.
It's looking interesting because I've read that the Man United hierarchy aren't too keen on Big Dylan Kane because they feel that Levy is just... He can take the mick and they don't even entertain it. Yeah. I read that in the Athletic. So how do you feel about that United's business and what would you like to see done? Realistically as well, of course.
So, being realistic, until we sort out the ownership situation, it's going to be hard. Until that gets sorted, it's going to be tough to do business and it's going to be like very restricted. So, for example, with the Kane situation, we all know Levy's going to ask for over 100 million.
Yeah.
Currently, with how things are at the club, it doesn't look, that'll be like 80% of our budget.
Yeah.
That's not realistic. That doesn't make sense because we need to improve in other areas. There's loads of like tangibles involved that are stopping us from doing business. For example, we want to get a new goalkeeper. That's clear, but we don't know how we're gonna move forward with that until De Gea's sorted and we make a decision on De Gea. Whether he stays or he goes, we don't know. And there's so many like players at the club in limbo whether they're staying or going.
Yeah.
They're going to provide funds to then do business. So it's like, until then things are sorted, we won't do business again. But for me, I think we need a goalkeeper, centre-back, midfielder and a striker. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
I've heard that your deal for Kim from Napoli has been being hired by Bayern Munich currently.
Yeah, and that's down to not being able to do business due to the situation with ownership.
Yeah.
So we've been slow. It looked like he was keen to come to United, but then like we offered what we had on the table looked good to him. For the personal what do you call it? Like sorting out the contracts and whatnot.
Yeah, yeah.
Obviously, we know there's personal terms.
Yeah.
We knew there's a release was to trigger. That was all set. But then it seems like where we've been like delaying.
Bit in limbo, yeah. Buying our interested,
like, boom, boom, we can do this now. Boom, sorted.
All of a sudden, yeah.
But I'm not too like down by that business. He's a great centre back. I haven't watched much of him. What I've seen of him looks good.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's other options that we could go for. Probably less money or younger options that will still do the job. Because I don't think it's going to be like they're going to come in and start. They're going to be like number one centre back. It's going to be like just competition for places that we need.
Yeah.
Like for example, when Moran's gone down this season, we had to put in Maguire, and he's potentially cost us multiple games, possibly trophies, due to performances. Yeah, Europa League. That's down to Maguire, bro. Sorry. I think that's Maguire and De Gea, to be honest.
De Gea, yeah.
But my personal opinion,
it does feel like you guys need to get rid of that duo.
Yeah.
De Gea, Maguire.
Yeah.
There's a really bad vibe. Yeah, it's a bad like Bozo G with those two.
There's just no confidence in them two when they're playing.
At all.
It just ruins.
They've got a howler in them. Yeah. I hate players that got a howler in them. Like you just feel like there's something coming with them. Yeah.
No matter what you do, you can play well and just know that guy at the back's gonna mess up.
Yeah.
So we just need to get rid of him.
I think one of your situations at United is that you've got a whole team behind the scenes that do not know nothing about football. That's your issue.
Yeah, that's been an issue for a while now. But I feel like slowly we're getting rid of those people that don't really know much about football or really business, and we're getting football people into the club.
Yeah.
Slowly but surely. But that starts with the top. We need to get rid of them.
Yeah. And then it trickles down. Yeah.
But yeah, back to what I was saying. We need them full positions covered. We've got that young striker Atlanta that we're looking at, but I saw recently that they're asking for 100 million. Before the valuation wasn't that, but when Man United's involved, you can ask for whatever you want. What do you pay?
Yeah.
But he looks alright. He's more of a prospect though. Is that what we need right now?
Exactly.
I'm not too sure.
Exactly.
He's interesting. Mason Mount. He's a good player.
How do you feel with the Mount move? Like with Mount, I don't know, man. It feels a bit uninspiring. Like in a weird way, it feels a bit uninspiring.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
In a weird way,
if I was a United fan, I understand where you're coming from. But I can see the positives. I can see how he'd work well in the team.
Same, yeah.
Because he's a good attacking threat, high energy. He's a great presser, and he has quality about him. And like we've seen it in big games, like City in the final. He produced a moment there. He produces moments. He's a quality player.
In the final third as well.
With a good manager under him,
he
can progress and he can become a quality player.
Yeah, 100%.
So I'm excited by that, but I just don't want to pay over the odds because that's what we're gonna have to do.
Exactly. Yeah. I did. It's interesting about United's business because it's something that has got a bit of backlash recently, and I wanted us to like. Almost like see what we feel about it. So obviously it was recently released that they reported that Man United have kept Mason Greenwood on their retained list.
Yeah.
What do we feel like that says about the club or about their intention with him?
Yeah.
And do you feel like that has it or I'm sorry, do we feel like that has a impact on his like future at the club?
Right, so I'll answer one part of the question first. Intentions wise, we don't know what that is yet. Him being retained necessarily doesn't mean he's going to pay for the club again. But it just makes sense to retain him because I'm guessing if we have to terminate the contract, it's going to cost us millions.
Yeah.
So retain him, decide what we can do him after.
Yeah.
Back to whether he'll play for the club again or how it looks for the club. It doesn't look great.
Yeah.
It doesn't look great. But my stance throughout the whole situation has been like, obviously the evidence is very clear. We've all seen the evidence.
Yeah.
We all know, we've all got our opinions on the evidence from that. Then he's gone to the court, whatever's happened, and he's been found not guilty. My stance has always been, flawed or not, I can't be more mad than the victim. But I understand in them situations, there's a lot of factors that play on the victim's side, whether she's forgiven him or whatever.
Yeah.
There's a lot of factors that come into it that necessarily doesn't make the whole situation right, or just doesn't mean that he's coming off of it as like, okay, she's fine with it, we all should be fine with it. That's not how it should be.
Yeah, it's not exactly how it is.
But yeah, I don't think it's a good look for the club. Whatever they decide to do with him after is what they decide to do with him. If he plays for the club again, how's that make me feel? Right now, I really don't know. It's a horrible situation. What he did was horrible.
Yeah.
In my opinion, he did it.
Yeah.
And yeah, he should be cut off for that. In my
Yeah.
opinion. The business side of it, I'm not too.
He's an asset to them.
He's an asset. They don't see him as. They don't. Yeah, you said they're assets.
Yeah.
They're not human. They are human beings, but in the business world, they're assets. And he's worth a stupid amount of money.
Yeah.
Contractually, he's worth a stupid amount of money. In value, he's worth a stupid amount of money. That might have diminished now after this whole thing, but in business world, in a couple of years, that might just fire back up. He score 40 goals, and then once again, he's a massive talent in the business world of football. Yeah. So it's a tough one. It's a tough one.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I've got to see how it progresses.
Yeah, I've been seeing some, obviously some conflicting views on it online. Like obviously, some fans who feel like if they found not guilty, playing. Yeah. That's how some fans see it. Other fans feel like we know what he did, even if the jury couldn't come to a decision. Yeah. We know, blimey, you know that, and I don't want to see him in the kit again. Like it's interesting. Like, what are your thoughts on it, D?
Thank you. Honestly, I'm not going to talk too much, but honestly, I think it just proves how much football's a business, man. At the end of the day, like there's so many players, so many things that happen, and like it's just been swept under the carpet.
Oh yeah, there's been a lot, yeah.
And, any examples?
Pardon?
Any examples?
I don't know any examples off the top of my head, but yeah, man. It's actually a shame to see because
what like a big thing for me has been that like if he is allowed to play again, what message does that send to like young players who feel like I've got a lot of money, I can treat women how I want? Like would they feel like like to be fair, he got away with it and he's not playing good for Man United. Arguably the biggest club in the country, in the biggest league in the world. He's alright. We also saw the evidence on that he's alright. So like, do you know what I mean? So it's an interesting thing of like, how is that going to impact other people who like, and let's be honest, like there are a lot of young men who think like that, who think they can take advantage of women, do what they want, like what I say goes, and that's it.
Just football,
exactly. Involved, but like in life in general. So it's interesting, like you know what the impact would be to other men around the world or around the country, thinking, oh, like if he can get away with it, and the evidence was blatant. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
It's techie, man. It's a scary one. And even like to jump onto that point, what message it sent to the females in the club? Seeing him walking around. We got a women's team. They're going to be training in the same facilities as him.
That's true, you know.
It's scary one.
Even staff members.
Like, I saw a lot of conversation about that. Like, apparently they had dialects with the staff members of the club, the female staff members, to see how they feel about it. And like, it's a techie one, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stakeholders in this, directly and indirectly. And their opinion counts, man. Their opinion counts.
100%. Yeah.
But we'll see how that falls. Because right now we're in limbo. Don't know what's going on with it.
Yeah, we'll see. Obviously, as we're on the conversation of how and the media and how it'll be viewed, I wanted to touch on Jack Grealish. Obviously, the trebles celebrations have been wild.
Yeah.
They've been heavy. Obviously, then you can't blame them. They won a bloody treble. It's sick. But obviously, there's been a lot of discourse about how he's behaved out in public. If it was other players, would that be seen as differently?
Yeah.
I want us to get our thoughts on it. Like, if obviously we know that like example, if that was Sterling stumbling out of a bar at 4 a.m. caught in the sun, you just get the impression that the headline will be a bit different, right?
100%.
Yeah, like how do you man feel about that? Like, or is it how you man see that? Is just like the media gonna be the media, or if there's more to it?
You know first?
I think honestly, what helps Jack is that the fact that he's a bubbly character without the alcohol in it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's funny to me to see in it because I just see it as Pep throughout his whole career has been seen as someone that he's strict on diet, he's strict on how you behave outside of the place.
Yeah.
We saw what he's done with Ronaldinho. We saw what he did with guys like that. It's just funny to see how Grealish is getting drunk out of his head in front of Guardiola, in front of all these old lot as well, in front of other people's families as well.
Yeah.
And nothing's really been said. That's the funniest thing to me.
But I think this is a very rare and peculiar case where it's allowed.
Yeah.
Just one treble.
Yeah.
This will never happen again in their lifetimes.
Don't know that, but yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, 100%.
Treble was like a once in a lifetime feat.
Yeah. Last time it happened was 1999.
Do you know what I mean? Like, a player has never won a treble twice.
Yeah.
So it's like, I get why you've been a bit lenient on him, and it's just a bit like it's a thing. But it's just interesting though because like how the papers have covered it, you just get the impression it would be very different if it was. It was Saka stumbling out of tape for a year with a homegirl named Yaks. You get a different picture.
That's a fair view to have though, because we've seen how the media have treated black athletes in the past.
Yeah.
For doing completely not to this level, just other things that just aren't to this level. Like.
Yeah.
So it's a fair judgment to have. One thing I will say is like, I haven't got a problem with how Jack Grealish is acting. I understand that. I get it.
Same.
Gotta do your thing, bro. Just want to trouble.
Same.
Gotta enjoy yourself.
Yeah, same.
But then,
no, you're in trouble, mate.
on the counter side, I do agree with you where I think if it was Sterling, for example, it would be treated differently. It would be looked upon negatively. And that just comes down to how society is in this country and how the media is in this country. It's like, that's just how it is, unfortunately. And there needs to be change. That's not going to happen today or tomorrow or next year. It's going to be a long-term thing that has to be sorted. And it's just built into how things are in this country, unfortunately.
Part of the fabric of the country, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
I want to touch on, obviously, as we're wrapping up in the Champions League and the transfer sagas and so on and so forth, how did we feel about, you know when you man watched the final, who did you guys watch it with? Like, was it on BT or was you on...
BT.
BT.
How about you? Yeah. Obviously, how do you feel about, obviously, Burner had a cameo on CBS and stuff. How do you feel about that whole, like, complex and obviously, because obviously, the start of last season now, like, CBS have been
killing it
in terms of their, like, content, the conversations they have, and the people they have in their panel. Like, is it fair to say that they're the best source broadcaster
most entertaining
at the moment?
Yeah. And
sorry, no, you go.
I don't want to change what we're talking about here, but I don't think BT will ever get there. But that's due to the audience. I don't think the audience will accept that sort of like the vibes that they have.
Yeah.
Their style is so different, and you got to think about it. CBS their audience is America.
Yeah, a little different.
Like for example, you guys probably don't watch it. I watch NBA. They've got NBA on TNT. Similar sort of vibe, similar sort of style. It's jokey, entertaining, but they have like when they break stuff down, the analysis and stuff is very interesting because it's 3 ex-players: Shaq, Charles Barkley, Kenny Smith, and then Andy Johnson, who wasn't an ex-player. He's been a broadcaster for years. And like they bring that fun to the TV, and like you can see them having fun and stuff. And it's really good to see, but I don't think that would work in this country. Because it's just what they're used to, and just like you see their reaction to Micah when he's on Sky, for example, like where he's different to all the other pundits, and he's sort of like changing the style, but it hasn't been like
the same as
the reaction to it hasn't been like positive. So I don't think we'll ever get that in this country. But CBS is sick, man.
CBS is sick, man. Their conversation is sick.
I think the thing that CBS have over the UK is the fact that there's not so many rules. Like you can speak your opinion. Another thing is the fact that these lot can be themselves. Like Kate Abdo before CBS, we also had some professional women like never saw him busting out jokes.
Yeah.
Thierry Henry, never saw him busting out jokes. But these are the actual personalities.
It's their personalities. Yeah.
Jamie Carragher, when he was playing, you could see it was a bit of a joker.
Yeah.
On Sky Sports, he's come some serious vibe.
Yeah.
Michael Richards, Joker.
Yeah.
In the scene.
Yeah.
And when you see him on Sky, it's professional. Sometimes he's got the jokes in it, but.
So as much as he,
you know, there's someone whispering in his ear and telling him, tone it down.
Definitely, be careful. But you know what's interesting? I was talking about this with a friend the other day, about the difference between CBS and BT, and I kind of came to the conclusion that maybe Sky don't want to be like that.
Yeah.
And I was thinking deeper, you know, I go and watch Sky. What I value from them most is their analysis. The stats they have is always really good. I always get pictures of them, put it in the chat because there's great stats. You know what I mean? And then so I value that side of their content. So it's I'm thinking maybe they don't want to be a banter thing, and they don't have to be like them. Do you know what I mean? You can have different styles in different places. Not everyone can be on a banter team.
Yeah.
Or on a personal personable sort of vibe, innit? So really and truly, they haven't got to change really. They have their style, and it works for them. We all watch it. We watch Monday Night Football. Do you know what I mean?
And to add to that, I feel like they're catering to the audience because if you go to Sky Sports YouTube, they have more of the light-hearted, jokey content that comes with football and stuff like that.
That's true.
It's just what they're catering to the audience is Sky Sports Monday Night Football. Everyone wants to go there and watch analysis, the breakdown of the game previously, and get their expert opinion. And if you want the light-hearted stuff, go to their YouTube.
Yeah.
The thing about CBS is they have that great mix. They have all of it.
Yeah.
So you can get anything you want from their after show.
And CBS can be serious as well.
Yeah, 100%.
They chat about the racism in football, serious.
When they get serious, they get serious.
Yeah,
it's enjoyable as much as the light-hearted stuff. So
exactly. Yeah.
If you just have the great mix.
Yeah.
That caters to their audience. Sky has the serious stuff. Monday Night Football is still going to be Monday Night Football. It's
Always.
still sick. You're still going to tune in before the games and after the games.
Yeah. I love Monday Night Football.
It's still sick. And you still get that, the same light-hearted enjoyment you get from CBS. You still get the same enjoyment in terms of the serious stuff, the analysis from Monday Night Football. So it's just whatever you want.
Yeah.
Just go to that.
We've been doing it. Yeah. It's class though. I feel I'm trying to get Iman to jump on the CBS wave with me next season. I'm serious, man. Let's go hard on CBS, man. You're not serious, man.
You guys want to pay though.
One thing I say though, if there was a CBS kind of thing in the UK, we're seeing what's going on with Love Island. First 2 episodes, we had a certain age of people saying, "What's this? Am I watching Top Boy?" Yeah, bro.
That's true, yo.
They say
something crazy.
Saying back Compton.
Yeah, straight out Compton. That comment was crazy, bro. Hey, that's rude. But it's so true though. You do get the impression that if they had that style in the UK, it'll be received a lot differently.
Yeah.
If Micah was saying, remember the iconic, there's a clip of Micah saying, in the altercation that he had Tim Dempsey.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, dog.
You know where I'm from.
You know where I'm from. You know what I mean? If they had that, interaction like that in UK, it might not be received the same because UK is very like what we like. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of how it is. But it's interesting though, man. CBS is great, man. I wanna jump on their waves soon still. But yeah, man. Well, for our audience, man, we have a new segment. Coming to the It's Not Easy podcast, and it's called Hot Topics Lineup. Hot Topics Lineup, man. We're here and we're live, man. So, the first area that we're going to jump into, obviously, in American sports, there's been a lot of hot stories recently, innit? I want to start off with Ja Morant.
Yeah.
Obviously, we all know the NBA announced that he's got a 25-game suspension. Because of his conduct. How do you feel about that sentence or that punishment almost?
There's 2 ways to look at it. The first way to look at it is financially.
Yeah.
That's going to hurt Ja a lot. That's going to cost him millions.
Unpaid, by the way, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Unpaid, yeah. So that's going to that equates to millions of dollars lost.
Yeah.
But if we look at what he's done, is it fair? I personally think you can't make the same mistake twice in such a short span of time.
Yeah, I think it is deserved. I'll be real.
So the first time he did it, he got I think he got suspended.
Yeah.
8 games or something like that.
Yeah.
And then he's done it again in off season. Same style on Instagram Live.
Yeah.
It's just like, bro.
Unprovoked as well.
Unprovoked as well.
It's just like, why? Yeah.
It's like you're just taking the mic now.
Yeah.
Like it's not like because he's had a chat. Adam Silver's a NBA commissioner.
Yeah.
They've had a 1-to-1. Adam Silver's broke it down to him. He's explained it to him what you've done, the consequences of what you've done. This is what we're gonna do. You've been in that chat. You've come out of it, and you got on Instagram Live again. Got a gun out.
Yeah.
For what reason? Like it's just annoying. Like it's
I
actually
read
annoying.
that the guy felt like betrayed. To an extent because it's like we had a real hard time about it. And I thought that you were gonna change and do you know what I mean?
Because this is not something he wants to do.
Yeah.
Ja Morant's a star in the NBA. People come to the NBA to watch Ja Morant play basketball. So he's losing out as well.
Yeah.
People aren't going to come to Memphis games because Ja Morant's not going to be there.
Yeah.
So it's like he's losing out as well. It's not like he's just punishing for no reason or just punishing him's sake. He's losing out as well. So it's just like it's jarring. It's honesty. When I first saw that come out, I was like, bro, you're taking the mic now.
Yeah.
Like usually I'm going to play a side like he's young, blah blah blah. He's living, but that's just silly.
That's silly.
Because like how do you explain the rationale behind doing what you did? What do you gain out of it? It's just jarring to see, like that getting the gun out of the live has just cost you stupid amount of money.
X amount of millions, isn't it?
And you've got nothing out of it.
Nothing
no one thinks you're harder,
no
one tougher. No one's like, oh, Ja Morant's scary. Blah,
yeah,
blah, blah. It's just like,
do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? But I was I listened to like a few conversations about it, and a lot of people have said that like with the whole flashing the gun thing is something that's almost trickled down from in the music videos. Like they all do that, and it's so interesting. I feel like almost subconsciously, you know, when this is the tunes, you just feel like let me like obviously like a lot of people or even most people who have the wisdom to know like I'm not gonna do that for the silly or I don't have a gun anyway, do you know what I mean? But then it's like some people like they feel like like if I want to live this or I see like an image that I want to like I really enjoy or like I want to like be like them, I will do what they do. And in the video they're flashing do you know what I mean? So it's like it's interesting like if there's like another way of looking at it, like, like in our music if we see this, how is it impacting us like in how we act, and the way we think as well.
But then to counter that, he's the same age as us, 23, 24. You probably seen music videos in the past. Backing up knives or whatever. Do you get an urge to do that in a video? If not everyone has a level of firstly having your own mind, and secondly like bit of self-control. Like I'm not doing that, it's silly. That's a fair point.
So some people don't have that.
That's the issue.
Do you know what I mean?
That's the issue. Maybe they have to do something. I saw someone say like they have to implement a rule where there's 2 veterans on each team. Like, that's compulsory to have that older head there to guide them, to tell them the wrong and right. Because maybe they haven't had that. They come through college, 2 years in college, straight to the NBA, get thrown 100 millions at you. It's hard to say, like, it's hard to tell that person no now, isn't it? So maybe they need someone that's been through all that to tell them, you can't be doing this is how you got to be moving. So maybe you're right.
I don't know though. See, I see it differently, man. Yeah. Because obviously I'm an American citizen.
Okay,
I don't know that. But I see it differently. I see the bigger picture. I see it as an issue of America in itself. Obviously, there's another hot topic we're going to talk about. But like, I think in terms of the gun laws, like, it's just poor. Like,
that probably plays a part.
I think I said it yesterday in a call. I said, why are 19-year-olds, why are 18, 13-year-olds accessible to guns? But at the age of 21, that's when they're allowed to have their first drink. And it's just like,
that makes sense.
It's just like, why is everyone so accessible to a gun? It's not even just a pistol, it's like a machine gun. I've seen grenades.
Charge shotguns.
But like, at the same time, obviously, what he's doing is wrong. It's silly, like, especially because he's got this like name for himself. You're a good boy. You've come from two parent house family.
Yeah.
You've gone through private school or this, and you're just coming to do this.
Mm.
It's just weird with him, but I guess having the accessibility to a gun and also having millions, you're losing your head there, isn't it?
You feel like you're invincible as well. I think there's an element of that. I do what I want. Like,
no one can tell me.
Yeah, I mean,
you can chat to me.
Yeah, I did see like a suggestion online. It's a bit weird, isn't it? But I think people were chatting about it, saying that like, and the rookies who come through shouldn't be paid that much. And I remember I chatted to you about it.
Yeah.
And you said, no, like they're getting paid enough. Like,
yeah.
But do we feel like the amount of money is something that should be controlled, or like, if they're worth that, they're worth that?
I think it's you just got to look at the examples that you have.
Yeah.
How many examples do we have of rookies coming in, getting a ton of money and they're going bad, compared to how many examples do we have of rookies coming in, getting a ton of money and they're getting good? The top example to have is LeBron James.
Mm.
He's been renowned as the hottest prospect to come out of. He didn't even go to college, straight out of high school, straight into the NBA.
Mm.
He's been the hottest prospect as a rookie, and he's led a life in the NBA of no scandals, no issues.
Yeah.
So there's an example of someone who's probably had the most attention of any player at such a young age, and he's come out of the other end of it unscathed, fine, true role model.
Mm.
Everyone looks up to him. Top citizen. So yeah, it's a hard one. I personally still think, because another issue which has been rectified recently is players in college weren't getting paid, although they were making money off these players and their names and stuff like that, which has recently changed.
Yeah.
So I personally think they should be paid what they're worth.
Yeah.
If a rookie's coming in and he's meant to be the next star, it's going to be the name of the franchise for the next 10 years or whatever, they should be paid what they're worth. Because it's only right. Like, they're assets at the end of the day.
Yeah.
They have a value, and that value should be met no matter what. So it'd be unfair to punish a rookie coming in next year because of the antics of one previously.
Yeah.
Which
punishing everybody.
Yeah.
For like the actions of a few isn't
yeah,
fair.
It's not fair. It's not fair. It's definitely not fair. But there are things that should be put in place to make sure that these rookies are getting the right nurturing, right guidance.
That's true.
Because it is a massive difference coming in from having not much to having hundreds of millions. That's going to have an effect on you, no matter what, no matter who you are. You might say, obviously, I don't know what that's like, but I just know it had an effect on me. Yeah. Because now, like, who can chat to me? Really? Simple as that. So.
And it's true, because it's like a $1 billion industry.
Yeah.
And there should be some funding properly put into, like, the pathway that a rookie has into the NBA. Like, how is he guided? How is he nurtured? How is he? I mean, because that's it's really in that part of your life you're really impressionable. Like, 100%. You're influenced by so much. Yeah. It's just like, and it probably should be something that's like, okay, a pathway like. But like, even in football as well, though. Yeah. Like,
you've seen players get big contracts and
they're going nuts. Do you know what I mean? So like, I mean, there should probably be something in this, like, in these two sports where, like, huge industries, huge money in it. Like, how does the pathway look like? I guess on FM you got obviously the mentoring groups.
Yeah, exactly.
Football manager has these things. They work. Do you know what I mean? It's important. Like, it's a mandatory thing that is needed.
That should be in place.
Yeah. It's
and it works on both sides as well. In terms of the NBA, if a young player's coming in who's meant to be a star, he's going to get some traction, he's going to get some publicity, he's going to build a fan base that he's going to bring to the NBA. So that's more views for the NBA. They're going to make money off this player's name and whatnot. So if he's doing good things, it works for the NBA as well, because it's a good image, good role model for the young players coming through below them or fans or whatever. So it works both ways. So there should be something in place to help guide these players, because it's a big transition. Yeah,
there's a lot still. The next hot topic, bloody hell.
This one's funny.
What's going on with you man's guy Zion, man?
Who's you man's guy?
What's going on? Because obviously you man are more into the NBA than I am. Like, Zion, like, Josh, man, like, I'd love for you to give us a breakdown on what is currently happening with your guy Zion, man.
I can't break it down. But in my opinion, he's a single man. He's enjoying the riches of his publicity, fame, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's just come out in public, like, and doesn't look good.
Yeah.
But it's not necessarily doesn't look good, but it's just like unnecessary attention that he probably doesn't want.
It looks weird still,
In my opinion, she's gang. She's getting mad.
Yeah.
Till this day, she's still tweeting.
Yeah.
Till this day, she's tweeting. It's been like a week.
Keep the opportunity cost, man. That money that she be having.
Yeah.
She's getting 25K.
I even saw today. She was like, she's been putting her feelings into beats or something like that. She's gonna drop music, bro. She's taking the mic.
No, thank you.
She's taking the mic.
Yeah, but but this is a conversation that we need to have. Yeah. How old is Mariah?
How old?
Yeah, how old is she?
30. Wait, how do I know? I don't know. Say.
Dude, how old is she?
Okay, that's what you know it is.
I don't know.
Let me find out. Let me find out.
You know her, bro.
I don't know it.
Okay, cool. So, Mariah Mills is 31.
Okay.
Cool. Mariah Mills is 31. How old was Zion?
21, 22?
He's a young boy, isn't it?
So, early 20s, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. So that's like a 10-year age gap. If they started flowing a bit earlier, a few years ago,
Yeah.
is that okay?
That's the thing, though.
Wait, how old is he then?
Okay, Zion's 22.
Hey.
So, how long has it been going on?
Couple years.
Couple years.
Or a year, let's say a year.
Cool.
Hey, okay, that's not that bad. For Americans, you know, they're a bit funny with the age.
But no, I don't think it's because of the Americans, though. I think it's because he's the boy, she's the girl. If that's the other way around.
It's nuts. It's nuts.
Crazy.
But let's be honest, there's a whole industry about women who target young rookies.
Yeah. It's a thing.
Due to their bread. Like,
Yeah.
There's like an industry over there.
Yeah,
Like, you target rookies, you flow with them, hopefully you have a youth, and then you got you got 18-year contracts like that. You got 18-year contract on your head.
What's that thing they have to pay? What's it called?
Lifestyle sign.
No, like, for the child.
Yeah. Like, so it's a big thing over there. But in this case, who do we feel like, obviously, and they both played a part in this whole happening, but like, who do we feel like has moved like it's left? Like, who do you feel like should be tricky? Yeah.
She's gone crazy still. Because how it looks to me is like he's come out that he's got you with another woman. She's seen that. She saw, as you explained earlier, the industry of women trying to trap rookies. She thought that was her in his position. They didn't get that far. She didn't get to have a youth with whatever. But I don't think he's done anything wrong, man. He's just living his life. He's a young man living his life.
Yeah, it's nuts.
The things he wants to indulge in.
Yeah.
But selection, though, man. How many women have you got in this whole world?
Yeah, but he likes what he likes, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's true.
He likes what he likes, man.
But obviously, and I heard that obviously he's paying her like a certain amount. Like,
I'm saying, I'm not pocket watching nobody.
Yeah.
He can do what he wants with his money.
Yeah, because it was the bread in it. Yeah, it's nuts.
So I don't think he's done anything wrong in the situation.
Yeah.
He's just come out and lie. It doesn't look good.
Yeah. It's techie, but I guess he'll be alright, I guess, isn't it? Like, you get over it. Mariah will get over it.
His career's not looking good.
He just better hope there's no videos on her phone.
There so is.
Yeah, but even that though, what does it really do?
That's what I'm saying. That's why it's mad on her part. Because now we're saying you better hope there's no videos on her phone. Because we're assuming that it could get to a point where she starts releasing the videos.
Yeah.
There's no case where that's okay.
Yeah.
So it's like she's
That's
moving
a
crazy,
man. Yeah.
She's moving crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts. Yeah, it's nuts. What have you meant? Another, I guess, in the sporting world still, like, what have you man felt about the Mbappe saga? How do we feel like that's really gonna end? Like, how do we feel like that's really gonna end? Because obviously the Athletic reported that he sent a letter to PSG saying that he doesn't plan to extend his contract, which expires next year.
Yeah.
So obviously PSG now feel like if we aren't going to keep you beyond next year, on the sell you want, like 200 million. Who do we realistically see him going to? And like, in our like point of views, like how do you feel like the saga is going to end essentially?
I think he'll stay for a season.
Do you think?
Yeah, you know with him, man. I feel like there's so much player power, especially with a guy like Kelly.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't have to go sign a contract. Unless it's Madrid, obviously, which I doubt they're going to go because they've got other places they feel. And I'm hearing he's not really happy with just going for that one target right now as well. But I think he'll stay for the season.
Is that out of choice or just?
I think he will stay as well. Like I don't see a team who can afford him who need him.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah, but this is an opportunity that you won't really get if he doesn't move this summer.
But Real Madrid are always going to be there for him.
Yeah, 100%. But we've got to talk about PSG's perspective. They don't want to lose him for free.
200 mil gone.
They don't want to lose him for free.
It's a lot of money, man.
So they'll happily send him off anywhere.
And whoever wants him, love. Do you know what I mean?
So
for that money, if he's not gonna extend,
yeah.
But then it's weird because he sent that letter saying that I'm not going to extend, but then he also came out on Twitter and said I'm staying at PSG.
Yeah.
So it's almost like he wants to leave in the free next year on the counting. But
I think
PSG are not.
As set on Real Madrid.
Yeah, I think he wants to leave on calm terms on the free next year, but PSG are not trying to let that happen because you literally lost 200 mil, off the pure cash, do you know what I mean? So
it's a tough one. How's it? In terms of how he's handled it, I think we're gonna have to get used to this going forward because, as you said, player power is coming to the game now, where players have a lot of power. They can determine their future.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much as before, but now definitely players like Mbappe. He knows no matter what, he's got a big contract wherever he goes next. Because he's worth it. He's that sort of player. He's that caliber player. So it's something we have to get used to, definitely. Something that I probably saw when he signed the contract, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because how long did he sign for? Was it 3 years?
So the extension was, he signed it last year, so 2022, and it's going to end in 2024. So
2 years.
Yeah.
We all saw that contract.
2 year extension, yeah.
What he had on the plate there. So we just got to get used to this. But how I see it going, I'm not too sure, man. As you said, there's a handful of clubs that can actually afford him.
And he ain't going to go, buddy. Qatar, so.
No.
So,
yeah. So but I could see the players in the game I see are Real Madrid, Chelsea. Chelsea can afford it. Chelsea have the money.
FFP, bro.
How much?
Bro, there's
how much
ways
they
around
can
it.
spend? How much they can spend, bro?
There's ways around it, bro. They're offloading as well,
and
bro.
they are in the Champions League, so you're definitely going there.
That's true.
But yeah, I know what you mean.
United.
It's because. To be fair, I've been hearing that.
Right.
I've been hearing that.
We could be in the game.
That's more.
Yeah, true.
30 years installments. I'm trying to be the same.
If he was serious, he'd come soon.
If he was serious.
I'm hearing with him, there's a bit of politics with him as well. In terms of he's got the French president telling him to stay. He's got, obviously, apparently his family's being threatened.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true.
That surprised me.
I think because he's at a level where Mbappe being in Paris probably brings a lot of revenue for the city alone.
Yeah.
He's that big now, but
you got to think about the players that left. Messi's left.
Yeah.
He's on his way out, apparently.
Do you know what I mean?
He's
There's
the
a lot.
In the club at the moment.
A lot is leaving. I want to touch on, obviously, Jude Bellingham. Touch on Madrid. I'm happy for him, man.
Yeah.
I'm happy that he's taking this route.
Yeah.
To stardom.
It's cold.
Do you know what I mean?
It's cold.
Start at Birmingham.
Yeah.
Start 15 years old. That's starting league, first team football. Dortmund. Won trophy at Dortmund. Title race this season, of course. How it ended was good. His rise has almost been like a video game. Birmingham, Dortmund, Real Madrid.
It's cold.
It's been great to see. And
it's like a FIFA career mode.
Yeah, exactly. It's great to see. And how do you feel like he's going to fit into their system?
I think he'll be fine. He's that sort of player. He's got so much quality. His mentality is sick as well. That's one side of the game that we already talk about. His mentality is so good for such a young player as well.
Yeah.
He seems like a leader. And he's just a player that can slot in anywhere. And he's just got so much quality. And I rate him so highly. So highly.
Yeah.
His ceilings go as far as he
I'm
wants.
happy to see him there.
As far as he wants to see. But my only concern is the strapping and shit that I'm seeing. It's a bit too much.
I think he's past that now, though.
I heard he's got surgery. He's had surgery.
Yeah, I think he's past that. Yeah.
But yeah,
I think he's okay.
To start at such a young age as well, he played amount of football. He's played already.
He's played so many games.
He's played so many
games. Start off first about 15.
Top
15,
played
16.
The World Cup.
World Cup.
He's played a lot of games. A lot of games. So.
He's really been around, man. I hope he does well. I think it's great to see just him the guy from where he's from, like to go Birmingham, Dortmund now, Real Madrid has been really good to see, and really good to see like how he fell into that system. Mostly in the 4-3-3 that they play, like he's someone, he's always been like an all action midfielder, but I feel like his playmaking can be underrated at times. Like, I've seen him play like open defenses up, like his play, and also like his dribbling, his like awareness in tight areas. Like it's gonna be exciting seeing him, man. Seeing him just will be great still. Yeah, man. So before we wrap up, in terms of Hot Topics lineup, let us know if you enjoyed it. Let us know down in the comments what you thought on those Hot Topics. It was sick still. But yeah, just before we wrap up, what's one thing that let people know about, man? It could be anything, man. Anything you feel like the audience should know about, should check out. What shows you not watching right now, to be fair?
Shows. I'm not really a TV man.
Yeah.
I'm not really a TV man.
Alexander, oh god.
Yeah, but that's
your granddad, but yeah. I'm currently finishing off. I haven't been consistent with it, but I'm currently finishing off Atlanta.
Yeah.
You know Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
Oh, is Dan Glover, his show. 6th show to be fair, but yeah. I think I'm the final season of that.
Yeah.
That should be good. Did you man watch Black Mirror?
No.
You never watched it? Oh, it's back.
I heard,
It's back this week. Yeah. But yeah, man, there's been a few things releasing still. But yeah, man, like, I think Atlanta, the 6th show, is almost like, it's basically about like a rapper and his agent, and they just like go through the whole course of like the stardom coming up. Of course, the weird things that happen in Atlanta. It's just almost like it's a good everyday show still.
Give it a watch.
That's good still, yeah, man. So it's decent, man. But yeah, man, I think that wraps it up, man. I think.
Shout out to Easy Pod, man.
Go on, Smoke.
Let me shout out Mabs. I was saying.
Yeah.
Great singer from Grays, Essex side. That was P2. Ali Josh, and he's got a new song out there.
Cool. But yeah, that's it, man. Guys, if you enjoyed that, of course, drop us a like, a comment, subscribe as well. Share. So of course, share. We're gonna be dropping these often, man. We're gonna have good conversations, insightful conversations with the man, them, with more people. Like it's gonna keep growing as well. So let us know what you thought in the comments, and in the meantime and between time, peace, man. Love.
Ooh.